Bosch's prototype demonstrating the motorcycle stability control's ability to ride the bike. Bosch. Many adolescent dreams of cruising the open road on a motorbike have been crushed by protective parents reciting safety figures relating to the machines as potential death traps. But, as with many things in life, your elders are right. Serious injuries among motorcyclists in some parts of the UK are bucking the overarching downward road safety trends and increasing on an annual basis. London is one such place, and despite a 47% reduction in car driver deaths in a 5-year period between 2011 to 2016, motorcycle fatalities increased 13% in the same time frame. In Bosch's home country, the risk of dying in an accident on German roads is up to 20 times higher on two wheels than it is for car drivers, while the number of fatal motorcycle accidents there went up by 9% last year, according to statistics released by the German Federal Statistics Office. The motorcycle of the future must be able to see and feel, says Jeff Lish, head of the Bosch two-wheeler and powersports business unit. Making motorcyclists more visible to other road users is key to reducing the number of accidents, and one way to do this is to allow motorcycles and cars to talk to each other, he adds. The best mountain bikes you can buy right now. As a result, Bosch has teamed up with the likes of Autotalks, Koa Wireless, Ducati, KTM and BMW to create an overarching prototype safety system that uses existing technology but also looks towards future innovations to improve life on two wheels. We introduced the first two-wheeled anti-lock braking system in 2010, explains Fizi Yildirim, one of the lead engineers for the Bosch motorcycle division. 3 years later, we introduced a motorcycle-specific stability control system, traction control, and we have now started to think about incorporating and controlling an adaptive damper system. But we can look beyond these reactive systems by avoiding critical situations entirely, he adds. Slide away in an ambitious move, Bosch is trying to find safety solutions to unsolvable problems. There is still one situation that you can't control on a motorcycle, and that is when a rider hits oil on the road or some other unexpected slippery surface. In this situation, the side forces on the wheel can't keep you on the road, so riders will experience a low side slide or a high side crash, Yildirim says. Of course, if we reach a time when connectivity allows the rider to be warned of such a danger, we won't need to address this situation, but what can we do now, he adds. The question has led to the company's sliding mitigation project, which harnesses the power of its current sensor technology to detect sideways wheel slip. RAFA's custom cycle kit lets you create pixel-perfect style if a certain value is exceeded. The onboard computer will release a blast of gas from the opposing side of the bike to the slide to create a powerful reverse thrust that supposedly rights the motorcycle. Bosch has already created a concept bike. We made a lot of computer simulations that proved the technology could work, but that wasn't enough, says Yildirim. So we proved the concept in reality on a bike, and we found that this actuator technology worked out in the field. The first prototypes were too heavy for a production bike, and there is plenty of changes that would have to be made to the chassis of the vehicle, but this is all development work that could work, for now. This is a research project for Bosch, but it is aware of the potential difference such safety innovations could have. Around 50,000 motorcyclists die every year in India, but with the government legislating that ABS should now come as standard on anything with a 250cc engine or above, we could look to reduce that number by 25 to 30%, explains Yildirim. Radar detectors. The prototype adaptive cruise control system on a KTM motorcycle. KTM elsewhere. Many of the German firm's automotive innovations are slowly trickling down to the two-wheeled world, and, as Yildirim put it, the economies of scale from such widespread adoption of sensors in the car sector has allowed the technology to become more affordable for motorcycle brands. We have already seen BMW use ultrasonic sensors installed in their scooters to alert riders of vehicles in their blind spot, but we would like to see further adoption of this sensor and radar technology in future models, Yildirim explains. This could well be the most advanced kids bike ever made. Engineers at Bosch are confident that its radar sensors, which have been revised to withstand the challenging environments faced by exposed two-wheel motoring, can help implement adaptive cruise control functionality and forward collision warning systems. We have been working on an advanced holistic safety system for motorcycles for almost a decade now, but we believe the next 10 years will see even more innovation in this area, Yildirim says. It is our mission to see zero fatalities on a motorcycle in the future. We think it is possible. This thinking is echoed by some of the major motorcycle manufacturers, as KTM has revealed recently that it is already testing adaptive cruise control and blind spot detection, while Ducati claims it will have an advanced suite of radars on its production models by 2020. Vocal Machines Bosch believes that connecting bikes and cars will ensure motorcycles' digital visibility. Bosch, the majority of automotive manufacturers, are poised for the day that 5G becomes readily available, as they believe it will allow their vehicles, particularly those sporting high levels of autonomy, to crunch large amounts of data in record time. One of the major conversations surrounding this topic is vehicle-to-vehicle or vehicle-to-X communication, that will allow connected cars of the future to share information about their surroundings and any impending dangers. Yildirim and his team believe there is an opportunity to make motorcycles safer using this technology, as it will make riders more visible. A trial system that uses the public WLAN standard, its G5 network, sees data transferred within milliseconds between drivers and riders, which means both sets of road users can receive early warnings signal to an infotainment system, a handlebar-mounted screen. There is already huge work being invested into more advanced human-machine interfaces in the motorcycle arena, and some connected systems already allow for emergency calls to be made, Yildirim explains. But we also see a day when the motorcycle is constantly receiving information from its surroundings and warning the rider if there is an environmental issue, a problem in the road ahead, he adds.